All right, welcome back, everybody, to another edition of Forgotten Firsts. This is the video series that I like to do where I talk about those first appearances that you either may have forgotten about, were not aware of in the first place, or just kind of like old speculation books that heated up a while ago that everybody's kind of forgotten about, and they're still just sitting out there for one reason or another. This week, I'm kind of got started on the topic of thinking ahead to the next Into the Spider-Verse movie, thinking of other versions of Spidey we might see showing up in that movie. And that's what kicked off the idea in my head. And then I got kind of far afield and started going down a rabbit hole. But we'll get to that in a minute. Hopefully you like the content that I'm providing. Please like, subscribe, hit the alert button so you don't miss anything. Still have that contest going on or giveaway going on, so make sure that you enter. Go to the main homepage to find out the details. It's very simple. Just put your name in the hat. You got a chance to win some great books. Looks right now like it's going to be the Nottingham sold out variants, limited to 250. It's an impossible to find book. So if you'd like to get a copy for free, very easy to do it. So just make sure you enter the giveaway and get your shot at it. But there's still a chance the JSC signed books might win, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be the Nottinghams for this giveaway. But again, whatever doesn't win is going to go into the prize pack for 1,000. So these books will still be given away to somebody at some point. So again, please tell a friend. Let's keep that subscriber count growing. We're already well past 800, as that's what the giveaway is for, and we're working our way towards 9. And once we get to 9, I'll give something else away. So I'm having fun doing this. Hopefully you're having fun with me, and just hang on for a second and we'll be back with the first appearances I want to talk about, and you can hear how all far down the line and down the rabbit hole I fell getting into this topic of thinking about other Spider-Men. All right, so starting this off with a simple one. Now, I'm not saying that I heard rumors that this is going to happen. I was just thinking, like, what are some characters we're not thinking about Spider-Man wise in the Spider-Man verse that might kind of get a larger presence in some fashion going forward? And the one of the early ones that came to mind is just Arana or Arana. I don't know if I'm saying it properly, but yeah, Amazing Fantasy 1, her first appearance. She's an interesting character. She eventually becomes Spider-Girl, taking over for Jessica Carpenter. Is that her name? I think that's the proper character name. But anyway, that all aside, before she got to Spider-Girl, she was Arana, I guess the Spider-Girl, and her first appearance was here, this Amazing Fantasy 1, which is a book that heated up for a while there, but I think people are kind of forgetting about it a little bit again. So keep an eye on those cheap boxes, as you might be able to scoop one up there for a decent price. Again, pretty cool character. I kind of dig this design. It kind of makes you think a little bit of Miles, but with a girl instead of a boy. Just when you look at it, it's just a kind of a street level, just what can you put together, slap together, and go out there and start fighting crime with just some goggles, basically. But that being said, this book is not a low print run. I'm not going to say it's high, but it's not low print run. This came out in June 2004, and there's a little over 60,000 copies. So definitely not, like I said, hard to find, still something worth keeping an eye out for, because it does okay if you're out there looking. So where is this book right now? If you want to buy one that's out on the market, yeah, you can pay anywhere from 25 to 50 bucks. So people are still asking quite a bit for this. I think a lot of these have been sitting there for a while from those old speculation days, especially when you get into those higher, like $50 asking prices. I think they've probably just been sitting there for a while. And I think those 11 watchers are probably other sellers who want to see if that copy sells, so then they can mark their copy up. I know how you guys do. But if you look at the actual sold copies, it's not that bad. This is really just a $20 book. $20.50 at auction, $21.50 at auction, $25 at auction, with a couple of other issues in there as well. So this is really just right a $20 book right now, which is down again from some of those highs from months ago, and maybe even a year plus now. But just one of those things. Keep an eye out for it. You might be able to still scoop one up in those dollar bins or cheap back issue bins at an LCS somewhere near you. So something to keep in mind. That's all. And that's where I started with. And then I started thinking, it's like, what would be a cool character to see? It's like Cosmic Spidey. So I remember seeing this copy of Spectacular Spider-Man all the time in dollar bins. Spidey goes cosmic, gets cosmic powers, which he does. He does in this issue. But it's a longer kind of storyline than I would think. Like, he kind of kept him for a little while. Not everything happens just in this issue. So while everybody's seeing that Captain Universe Spidey image and like, hey, they were going to get it into the Spider-Verse, looks like they're teasing a Captain Universe Spidey. Maybe we do get that in the next movie. But he doesn't even get this outfit or this look yet in this book. He just gets the powers. He just kind of looks like himself for a while. But we'll get to that uniform. And that's where I started to go down that rabbit hole that I mentioned earlier. But this Spectacular Spider-Man book, December 1989, so I can't get you a solid print run on that. It's just the information is just not there once we start getting back in those 80s and 90s and earlier. It's just not there. It's just not there for me to provide you guys. So we'll just have to guess. If I were to guess, there's a lot. Because like I said, I see this book all the time in dollar bins. And even if you look at the copies that are out there now, not an expensive book. Sure, $11.99, $15. Yeah, it looks like it could be a little. Oh, wait a second. $4, $8. All right. Not so bad. And then if you look at the copies that are actually selling, you can see how cheap this thing can actually be. $5.50, $13.50, $8.35. Definitely not an expensive book. So Spidey getting those cosmic powers is not something that's just really burning a hole in your wallet. Like, these are very affordable books if you're interested. But like I said, I know I see this book in dollar bins here and there. So just be patient. I'm sure you will come across one day as well if you're that interested. But I guess the main point, I mean, apart from that, the Captain Universe look, the other big moment, I guess, of Spidey having the cosmic powers is when he took on the Hulk. And that's, McFarlane's last issue on ASM when he, punches him right in the gut there on the cover. Classic Todd cover. Everybody knows this one. And it goes when Spidey had those cosmic powers. What I found more interesting is when he finally got that suit, that Captain Universe suit that everybody, has images of and we might actually see. That happened in the issue after this. This is 328. So it's 329 is actually the first appearance, I guess, of that Captain Universe suit on Spidey. Not really a first appearance, so I'm not really counting this one. This is just kind of a little bonus entry I'm giving you guys just because, like I said, I started to go down that rabbit hole into the universe, the cosmic powers of the Captain Universe, and yeah, just found myself digging into all these books here. So facing the Tri-Sentinel in this issue 329, this is when we actually get to see him get that Captain Universe outfit there from that image that I used before. Pretty cool look, different look for him. This is more like an entity, that kind of entity or power set that can be transferred to other beings and characters. So it's not really Spidey per se, but it's more Captain Universe and Spidey meshed together. Now, this book also February 1990, so can't get you a solid print run on it. Sorry about that, but also not an expensive book. This chunk of ASM, once Larson took over after Todd, is pretty plentiful. Pretty plentiful. So copies are not that expensive at all. You can look, $1.71 at auction, right? Or at the time that I took the image, $4.95, $2.99, $9.95. Not a pricey book, not at all. And if you look for the copies that actually sell, they're right down in there. $3.74, 99 cents. Best offer on $5.75, 55 cents at auction. 55 cents. Yeah. Not a pricey book at all. So another one you can probably find in those dollar bins. Yeah, you just dig a little bit. Not even dig that hard. There's, like I said, tons of these Larson books in those dollar bins with ASM. But going down a little bit further of that Captain Universe rabbit hole, why not look at the first appearance of Captain Universe, which was in Micronauts number 8. Now, this is also a dollar bin book that got scooped up maybe a couple years ago as I think this speculation started possibly with Spidey and seeing this. I don't know where it began, but I remember a while ago this book getting hot out of nowhere because people started digging out Captain Universe. But this was a dollar bin book forever. All the Micronauts books were basically. So Micronauts 8 is the first appearance of Captain Universe, or the entity of Captain Universe. You can see it's the same look, the same suit, but it's not Spidey. It's Captain Universe. As you can guess, August 1979, I'm going to print run for you. No idea. I want to say there's probably a lot because I do see a lot of Micronauts books, but I do not see this one because, like I said, a lot of people have already scooped them up as, have the first issue. But I see tons of other Micronauts books in those cheap bins because, yeah, it's just not a property that a lot of people can get behind. I remember the toys. I thought it was a pretty cool series, but, you know, doesn't have that many fans. What can this book cost you? If you're looking out there right now for a copy of this, yeah, 20 bucks, 25 bucks, 15 bucks thereabouts. Well, a lot of shipping there from Canada on that 15 bucks. But yeah, 2025 looks like to be the current price. I think it's still that kind of a lingering effect from when this book got hot and scooped out of all the dollar bins. It got picked clean for the most part. I don't know if new dollar boxes, as they get reloaded, if the Micronauts 8s are being picked out of them by the LCSs or the sellers before putting it out. Maybe they've forgotten about it. Maybe you can still scoop one up on the cheap if you are savvy and get lucky. But when you look at what this actually selling for, it's not as much as those asking prices. Like I said, I think a lot of people have forgotten about this book. So when this thing actually sells, we're talking about $8, $5 at auction, $5.50 at auction. Not an expensive book. Something you can get really cheap if you're interested. And you can definitely get a copy pretty cheap if you hit up one of these auctions. You'll probably be the only bidder, or maybe you have to go up a quarter on the other bidder that bid before you, that basically bid the minimum. Not a pricey book. Something you can get if you are so inclined. But that was the rabbit hole I found myself falling down, going into that Cosmic Spidey bit. But Cosmic Spidey, Arana, these are just characters that, and well, I don't even say, can't really say Cosmic Spidey's a character. It's the first appearance of a version of Spidey, I guess. Captain Universe, though, that is a first. These are firsts that I think people have forgotten about. I found it interesting to go back and dig into some of this stuff. Hopefully you found it interesting to go back down that trip with me, going down that rabbit hole of Captain Universe and Cosmic Spidey. And as I said, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for all the support with the channel. Thank you for subscribing. If you're not subscribed, make sure you do. Hit that alert button as well so you don't miss anything. And if you like this video, throw a like down. I'd appreciate it. If you don't like it, mention why in the comments. Don't just throw a thumbs down. Like, a thumbs down without a comment does me no good. I can't help you if you just give a thumbs down and don't tell me why. If there's a valid concern, I can try to address it. Did I talk too fast? Did I not cover like prices? Did you guys want to see CGC numbers? I don't know. Whatever you got for me, hit it up in the comment section. And if I can do it, maybe I will. But if you don't tell me, I won't know. So I like the engagement. I like, the more one-on-one contact with you guys. So feel free, hit me up on Instagram, hit me up with a direct message. If you got something you want to share, something you want me to bring up, something you want to suggest, let me know. I take suggestions. I like to involve your guys' suggestions in what I do because it's kind of fun and it doesn't put all the work and onus on me to come up with all the ideas. You guys help me out too, and we can all do this together. But that being said, thank you again. Tell a friend. Let's keep that subscriber count going while we're still at the 800 giveaway this week. Let's push forward. Let's get to 900 as soon as possible because I'm having fun, and hopefully you guys are having fun with me. And I guess I will see you guys next time.